Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bad mind, the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 MT.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ready? 12.
Hey, watch it.
11 MT.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 MT.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Mixon with a first down and more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
55 rushing yards rushing now in the opening quarter of this AFC Championship game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
11.
They'll run with Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Mixon with a first down carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Bengals
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now it's Burrow. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Jones. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Returning is Peppers. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Off play action. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Jones. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now, the scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jones. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll try to run with Harris. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones, flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Daniel Jones, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it will tie our game here in the 3rd. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Harris. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down. It's Harris, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. to throw. Jones.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
On first down, Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 17. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 4.
12, 12, 12.
Again, it's Mixon. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Watch the safety creep. 11, 11, 11.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Once again, they run with Mixon. Pushes him over. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running left, it's Mixon. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll find Hall. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12. Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Jones. Right side, Claypool's got it.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jones. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. Jones. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number 1 running option that you've scouted and take away their number 1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. The Bengals, yes, the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. As we say thank you for watching and good night.